Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lion, household a dangerous alliance. I am a nightmare like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House. This is the People's Podcast. Hey, guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy, Khan, and my man, Hutch, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So, let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. And hey, man, we actually got Hutch back here, man. We actually got Hutch back here. I usually say his name at the head of the show, but man, he hasn't been on for so long that I actually forgot it that second. I did, but now he's back. How's it going, bro?
Oh, that pains me to hear that, bro. I've just been absent, and I gotta apologize. You know, it's this adulting thing, man.
Oh, I know, bro. I know.
I'm exhausted. Like, I've just been getting worked. You know, I'm making that money or whatever, and I'm grateful for what I have and all that. But my God, I don't know what's that thing? People like they get it at night and they have that REM cycle and they dream stuff. Sleep. I don't know what that is anymore. Day is night. Man. Day is night. Night is day. Up is down. Black is white. Everything is just a blur right now. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm here tonight and we're going to chop it up about the WWE Stomping Grounds. It's a silly ass name, but it was actually a pretty entertaining show.
Man, I was entertained. I was, and the way I want to discuss it is I kind of want to discuss things that stuck out to us. Everybody knows what went down with the matches and stuff like that. I think the matches were good. You know what I mean? We'll highlight whatever we want to highlight, but I just thought the show as a whole was really good, man. And for one thing that stuck out for me, I mean, just in a major way, for one, is the fact that the promos, they felt more real, unscripted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit, and it kind of seems like they're testing the waters with that. Yeah, you know, kind of letting them kind of go off the cuff, so to speak. Like for example, I'm not sure if this is true. It's some of the scuttlebutt going around, as it were, but you know, everybody's in love with this 24/7 title. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the Madhouse Championship. Yeah, I'm talking about the actual 24/7 championship. Yeah. And I do believe, from what I've heard, is they're allowing the talent to kind of do their own thing with that. So you got, R-Truth doing the thing with what's his name? Little guy. Drake Maverick. Yeah. At his wedding. And you know what? Let me touch on that for a second. Go ahead. If I can, I got a bit.
Go ahead.
There's people out there that was like, "Oh, that is so disrespectful. I can't believe they did that at their wedding." Oh God. Why do you care? Come on, you guys. Do you really think a man of logic, and I'm not saying that, he is the alpha, like the pinnacle of logic. I don't know the guy. Right. But do you think any man worth his salt is going to do something like that and not run it by his future wife first?
Right, exactly.
And get the green light, bro?
Right, yeah.
Think about it for a second before you type and hit send or OK or whatever it is you type on your computer, you fucking schlub. Come on, man. I'm trying not to get mad at people for having an opinion, but shit like that is just silly.
You had to have known. You had to have known that she okayed it. She even tweeted after it saying, "Oh, I want a divorce" and stuff like that, and like being fun. Like it was fun. Like let it be that. Let it be that.
Exactly. And again, there's a place for that in wrestling, and that is fine. You know, that's not main event shit, but there's a place for that. You know, wrestling's always going to have your comedy stuff. It doesn't matter where you're at. You got WWE, you know, with the 24/7 championship and R-Truth and his hijinks. Yep. And then you know, Orange Cassidy doing his silly ass shit. There's a video of him going around right now where I'm not sure the talent that he's in there with, some guy with a mask, where he rocks Orange Cassidy to sleep.
I saw that.
And all the crowd's all shh, shh, shh. And then he goes for the pinfall and everybody's going 1, 2, and then Orange Cassidy just rolls over, and then the mask guy goes outside and gets a fucking blanket and a pillow, brings that in, and they have this whole sequence, and then the ref ends up sneezing, and then Orange Cassidy flips up. Come on, dude, that's gold.
Just have fun with it, people.
Silly stuff. And then, you know, if we could plug ourselves to the DCCW show that we were at.
Oh, yeah. Yes. We did a little show, didn't we? Yeah,
we did a little thing. You know what? We're going to take this conversation a bit adjacent here.
Yeah. Yep.
If that's okay, and talk about that for a moment.
Sure, let's talk about that.
And they talked about, you know, the silliness of wrestling. There was a spot there on the show.
Yeah.
That allowed us, because, you know, yours truly and the spearhead here, Khan, got to do a little bit of commentary.
Yes, we did. Yeah, a little commentary experience. How about that, guys? Yeah.
A little bit
Khan
of that's right.
And Hutch at the commentary table.
That's right. The dynamic duo was putting it down.
Oh, yeah.
And we actually got to say, you know, there was a spot that was done where a talent put his thumb in the bum of his opponent, and so we said that we got thumb in the bum trending on Twitter. That is a thing that happens. See, and again, wrestling.
Yes,
wrestling.
Tell a story.
It has everything. You got your badass shit that's happened. Your Stone Colds and Bret Harts, or your emotional storytelling with your Cody and Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. And then you got motherfuckers putting their thumbs in other people's asses and taking naps and shit in the ring. Wrestling is amazing is what I'm getting at, people. Now let's get back to this show.
Absolutely. But I just got to say for a second that's well said.
Sure.
No, that was I just want to say that was well said, because I mean, you're right. People have to stop taking it so seriously. I mean, I've been there, like, letting it control my life, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Triple H. I remember back in the day, I said, oh, they made Triple H World Heavyweight Champion again. I'm never watching again. And sure enough,
oh yeah. And John Cena when they made him champion for the 13th, 14th time or whatever. I'm just like, oh my God! Like, I was ready to tap out, and there's been times that I'm not sure if I've said it on here, but I know I've said it to you where I'm like, man, there's times where I only watch. I've been watching WWE solely for the show.
Yeah. Yep.
And again, I hate saying that. It's just personally what I've seen. Now, again, we're going to have a bit of a different tone, a different vibe here tonight, again, because we're talking about it. Because as we've said before, we don't want to be the podcast that comes on here and just bashes WWE and just boo-boos all over him, because that gets redundant, and it's kind of classless, really, and I feel like it's disrespectful to the talent, because it's not their fault that they're given, shaky storylines to work with and all that, and bad ideas and that kind of thing. Not that they're all bad, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying. And last night felt like it was a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it really did. It was. It started off with a hot crowd.
Oh yeah. That I think it was Tacoma, Washington. I do believe. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I know I got our
That sounds
buddy.
right.
I got our buddy Adam Gromvald out there, so he'll know for sure. He's over there in that area. But yeah, let us know if it was Tacoma. But yeah, that crowd was hot, man. It was a really good crowd.
Damn, you gave Adam a free name drop there. Man.
Oh, dude, he's
You know what? I'm
contributed so
okay
much
with
to
it.
this show.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm
he
okay with it.
he's contributed so much to the show. I like that cat. But
He really has, and he's just one of our, we just got many people out there, man.
yeah, we've got many people, but he's one of our regulars. You know what I mean? Like he's just since the beginning. Like that's why I dig that cat. He's always supported. So yeah, I throw him out there for free. I don't care.
Oh, for sure, the elite.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
an elite member of the household.
Big facts. Big facts. But man, the Cruiserweight Championship match was pretty good, man. I actually sat down and watched it.
You know what? I missed that one.
You missed it?
I actually did not get to see that one.
Oh, it was pretty good, man. A lot of good high spots and like a senton off the top rope from Tozawa, and the finish came when Nice was sent outside of the ring and Gulak landed a torture rack neck breaker on Tozawa, and it was really awesome because Drew Gulak is now the Cruiserweight champion, and
Really?
Yep.
I kind of wondered if he was still around. I like Gulak. He had a cool
Gulak.
thing going on.
Oh yeah, he just reminds me. He's just a grappler, bro. He's a straight grappler. I like that about him.
Yeah, and now isn't what's his name? He got a new haircut, supercuts. Chad Gable.
Yeah,
he's in 205 Live now, right?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. We'll talk about that another time.
We'll touch on that later. But
not too much to unpack on the Cruiserweight Championship match. It was what it was, a good match. Don't get me wrong, not selling it short. It was a fantastic match. But I want to go ahead and move on to the Raw Women's Championship match.
Yes. Now that's where I came in at.
Okay. Yep.
Got off work bright and early this morning, 6:30 a.m. Sitting there at breakfast, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm about to dive into this show, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And the ladies got it all to a hell of a start. There was one spot that looked like it was a bit rough.
Yeah, a little botchy.
But again, I'm not trying to nitpick work. I was entertained. I obviously I love Becky Lynch. She's great. I've went on and on about her before, but Lacey Evans, that girl is just awesome.
Money.
She's awesome.
Yep.
I mean, the way she walked out in her outfit and all that, she just owned it, man.
Yeah.
And she just knows who she is. She gets her character, and it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she can go, dude. And the crowd pissed me off a little bit. Again, I put over the crowd, but there was one chant. I actually tweeted this because I attempted to live tweet it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I fell off after the first match because I kind of was distracted by tweeting, to be honest.
Yeah, you wanted to actually watch it, yeah.
Exactly. Because I'm looking down and I'm reacting to tweeting about something that I saw, and I'm missing other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yep, I feel that.
So yeah, I do apologize if anybody was following, But anyway, it was a great match. It had a great pace, I thought, and the crowd, was cheering the baby face and booing the heel the way it should be.
Yeah,
and that's a credit to Lacey Evans that she could draw heat like that. And back to what I was going to say about the crowd, there was one chant. Mm-hmm. That they said they were chanting that you can't wrestle, and I assume that was directed at Lacey Evans.
Oh, that's crap.
And bullshit. I actually tweeted out something about that. I don't remember what I said, but obviously I disagreed with it.
Yeah.
I basically just was like, I don't think that's accurate or necessary.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, Lacey Evans can go, and I'm not going to sit here and say she's the greatest that's ever stepped through the ropes, but
she can hold her own.
And Alicia Fox, she is not.
No, she's not.
Yeah, and see, man, I shouldn't have name dropped her like that, man. See, that's not cool. But you know what?
We're back, folks.
But that's just somebody that I'm thinking of. Is like who have I seen that consistently works to where I don't like to really watch them work, and that's Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
And, and I say that with all due respect. Again, I've never been in the ring, never taken a bump other than the times my clumsy asses fell down outside or wherever it is I happen to be attempting to walk. So yeah, I don't know nothing about the work aspect of it, but it's just going off what I like to watch.
What you see, hey man, it goes off what you see, and we're allowed to have an opinion, bro. That's why we're here.
Oh, yeah, and again, it's just my humble ass opinion.
Yeah,
but yes, and I'm okay with the way the match went down. I don't think the fight's over.
Oh, I don't think it's over. I really think that at some point Lacey Evans is going to prove that it's time for her to hold that title, and I think that it's going to really solidify her as a main event player when she does. And really what's going to solidify her as a main event player is when the time comes, and I don't say if, I say when she becomes the women's champion. It's all going to be about how she carries herself during her title reign to see if she's truly a star.
Oh, I and that's an absolute fact, and that's going to be fun to see, and I think she'll step up. I really do, because again, you give her that championship, I think, again, just my opinion, I think that's going to fuel that heat from the crowd.
Yeah. Because
she's going to be able to brag even more because she was able to reach that pinnacle.
Yep.
And that's going to draw the ire of the masses of the universe, so to speak. And yeah, so I think that's kind of a logical move, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Put that title on Lacey, because I love Becky, but she really doesn't need it right now.
No, she's made, bro. She's made.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
period. She's made.
Absolutely. I mean, unless you want to, give her some kind of streak or something. Now, if you want to go with that, then obviously don't take it off of her.
Right.
But it just don't seem like they're going that way. So why not?
Yeah, I feel it. So there we go. Becky Lynch, she retains the championship against Lacey Evans. And we're moving on now. We're going to move on to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus The New Day. What'd you think of that match, bro?
That match was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
That match was an absolute blast. I mean, it's no surprise because all four talents can go.
Yeah.
I mean, they've proven themselves, each of them, time and time again. And you know what, man? Can I get a solo Big E run?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm here for that.
I'm ready. I love New Day, but damn it, man. That dude can go. Dude can go. And I would love to see a very serious run from him.
Yeah.
Or he can still be a silly-ass self or whatever, but, I mean, just a good solo run. Hell, put the strap on him. Like, I think he's that good.
Yeah.
And of course Xavier Woods is fantastic as well. He's the speedy one of the group.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah, man, it was just. And then you got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who obviously can go with anybody. And yeah, just a lot of hard hitting spots, a lot of action, a lot of just crazy shit, man. It was good stuff.
Yeah, man, I agree with you there. It was a great match. Definitely one of my favorite moves that Sami Zayn does. I always like to see the Blue Thunder Bomb, man. I never get tired of seeing the Blue Thunder Bomb. I just like that move. It's mesmerizing, bro.
Facts. And he does it just so smoothly every single time but yet it just looks so impactful. It's just, I mean, it's good stuff.
And and the way he sells it, it always feels like it could be the end of the match. Like, of course, they always kick out, but the way he sells it, though, I like it.
For sure. And you know what? I'm not sure if he's ever gotten a win off that. Yeah, I think there would be times it would help if he did.
Yeah, for sure. Just to kind of make it seem like, okay, this move could end the match.
Exactly, because that's going to make those times those kickouts happen, mean more.
Exactly.
I would think.
I agree.
But regardless, yes, the delivery of that, the fact that he can deliver that on quite a few people, I mean, is pretty impressive. So, yeah, I like that too.
Oh yeah, definitely a good match. Only thing with me is I wasn't too invested in it just because their story. I just wasn't. That's where the disconnect came for me, is that I wasn't invested into whatever it was the story was. Probably because it wasn't built that well. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm kind of glad you mentioned that, because that to me was what was holding this pay-per-view back from greatness.
Yeah.
And it was the most frustrating thing is because the men and women in every single match, and you know what? I don't give a damn what you haters say. Even the main event, Baron Corbin put in work. I'll go ahead and say it right now. Yeah, he was in there with Seth Rollins, but Baron Corbin put in that work.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I know you're not a big fan. I know you're not a big fan of the guy, and I'm really not either.
I'm not. But listen, man. I have not been a huge fan of the WWE for the last few weeks. I always love the WWE. We say it a million times. But you know what, bro? Where everybody else was saying, "Oh, I'm not going to watch Stomping Grounds. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to check it out." You know what? I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance. I'm going to sit down and watch this thing. And damn it, man, I wasn't fully disappointed.
I wasn't either. I really wasn't. And but just going back to the thing that was holding it back, and it's what was the most frustrating thing is, again, as the men and women like all just killed it in their matches, but the stories leading up to a majority of them, really just didn't mean much. I mean, now the build for Becky and Lacey was pretty good. I still was good with Dolph and Kofi, even though now I think they may be done.
I think it's time to be done with that.
And I love that they did the. I know we're kind of jumping around, but the Ralph Wiggum jumping through the window ending.
Yes.
You know, with the way it went down. But yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, man, just the build to the a lot of these matches hasn't been that good, or wasn't that good.
I agree with that. Like you said, I think that's what truly held it back. Because dare I say, we don't normally give ratings or anything like that. We don't really do that here at In Your House. It's not really our thing. But if I was giving Stomping Ground like a grade or something, I'd give it a B. And the thing that held it back from an A would be the fact that there was no really good backstories to lead up into what was a solid pay-per-view.
Yeah, and seeing I would kind of go on a different scale, I think it would pretty much equate to, your rating. I'll go on a scale of 1 to 10. I'd say a good 7.5.
That's fair.
And ring work and as far as like the in-ring stuff, I'd rate that Solo as a 9.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I'd give the show like a 7.5 if he was like, hey, what would you rate this show? There you go, 7.5.
That's fair.
And if they would have had some good stories and shit in this, it may have got a solid 9. You know?
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. That's fair. I agree.
You're losing a point for the silly ass name though.
Yeah, the name, man, but it's all right, I guess. It's almost like the 24/7 championship. We hate the title look, but we love what it is. So I don't know. I guess Stomping Grounds, I'm all right with it. I guess I'm not bothered.
I'm just curious as to who came up with it. Like, whose Stomping Grounds was Tacoma, Washington, and Vince heard that and was like, yeah, pal, that's what we're going to call it. We're not going to do that Great Balls of Fire. We're going to do Stomping Grounds. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh, my goodness. Great Balls of Fire might have been the worst pay-per-view name ever. I don't know, but that was pretty bad.
Stay tuned. Next year, we're going to have Stomping Balls.
Mix the two. Oh man, but we got to move on, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the United States Championship match, and there's a lot to unpack there from my aspect. I don't know about you, bro.
Yeah, a lot to unpack. Some good, some bad.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
some good, some bad.
I started off by saying, man, it's been a roller coaster of a week for Ricochet. I'll say that. I mean, and I think we both know why. But man, but the other reason I'm talking about, besides that other reason that we're not going to talk about on this show, is the fact that, man, poor guy fell flat on his face during his entrance. Oh man.
Yeah, I actually had to go back and watch that a couple of times to make sure I saw what I thought I saw, because as I said, I was still a little bit tired, a little bit groggy from the job and stuff, and I'm like, yep, dude fell on his face. But you know what? Man. He played it off well though. Because what else can you do?
I mean, it's gonna happen, man. And he gave him a backflip off the top rope to make up for it, to kind of make people forget. You know what I mean? When I saw that happen, I was like, ugh.
Because imagine how he felt.
Yeah, I know. That's why I felt bad. I felt bad for him because, like,
on top of everything else,
on top of the other stuff piling on, like, I just felt for him, man. So, yeah.
Last thing he needed to do is make an ass out of himself.
Bro. Yowie wowie. Oh no.
And again, there is another prime example of the high level comedy we bring you here in your house. So
we
appreciate your contributions. If you would like to buy a shirt, you can do that at ProWrestlingTees.com. And if you continue to do that, we continue to bring you this highbrow entertainment that you're getting right here. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, hilarious. That's what we was missing here at In Your House. We had a week full of serious interviews. Now we get to get back to the comedy.
And you know what? Just to touch on that, thank you so much to every single talent that came on here.
Absolutely.
Every one of those shows was nothing short of fantastic. And I'm not just saying that because you guys came on here. Just all of it seriously was good stuff. And we got great numbers off of you guys. Not that that's the only reason we wanted you, but just to let you know, you guys drew some eyes, to us, and we greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
So just to throw that out there, and to the future people that we are going to have on here, we look forward to the numbers that you guys are inevitably going to bring.
Yeah.
Because we know you will, because you guys got it like that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Last week was an incredible week, and last night was an incredible night for Ricochet, who had a really great match, a really great match with Samoa Joe. I mean, I was thoroughly enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That is, and you have to see Ricochet work his style against somebody like Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe obviously can work different styles, you know what I mean? But of course, he's more ground-based, mat-based. And I just liked that combination of those two hooking it up. It turned out to be a really good match.
Absolutely. Those two are a great contrast to one another.
Yeah.
Because as you said, you got Samoa Joe, who's more grounded. And, he can kind of do not some aerial stuff, but he gets off his feet a few times.
Oh, yeah,
but
he does.
Nothing quite the likes of Ricochet.
Right.
And Ricochet can go with anybody. Like Ricochet's another one of those talents. It's just, as I've said, he's out of a comic book. I mean, the dude's ridiculous.
Yes, he is.
So, and I think he's going to bring a little bit of legitimacy to that U.S. Championship.
I think so too.
I'd love to see I know the open challenge thing's maybe a little bit cliche at this point.
Yeah.
But I think Ricochet could do that.
I think he could too.
And I do believe he's going to be throwing down with AJ Styles.
Yeah, it's going to be AJ. It's going to be AJ tonight on Raw, and I'm looking forward to that. So let's fast forward a little bit through the match, because everybody who's listening to this, they're hearing a review. So if they're hearing a review of it, I assume that they're just wanting to hear our opinions on it and things that happen, because they've already watched it. You know what I mean? They've already watched it.
Yeah, we're not going to, that's kind of how we do it. You all know how we do it. For anybody who may not know, if you're a new listener, we're not going to sit here and break it all down, because obviously you guys saw it. We saw it.
Yep.
You don't need to hear us yammer on. If there was an awesome spot or awesome sequence or something, we'll talk about it. But we're not going to go hold for hold and bore you guys with that.
Facts. We do that at the commentary table, bro, but we don't bore them, though.
Yeah, you want some Brett chop it up in the commentary booth? Now we can do that.
We destroyed it. Yeah, we can definitely go move for move there, but we don't do that here on the review shows.
Right. And I'd be lying if I said I'm not ready to do that again.
Oh, I'm ready.
I am ready to do that again, but I digress.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's it was a great match, but yeah. I'm worried about Samoa Joe, man. It's getting to the point with Joe that he plays a badass role very well.
Oh, absolutely.
very well, but it's getting kind of hard to take Joe serious because Joe loses. I've seen that same look on Samoa Joe's face so many times. That shocked look he gets when he loses.
Yeah.
Like Samoa Joe is like, I'm going to talk shit. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your kid's ass. I'll talk shit to you and your kid. Blah, 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 and all this shit. Next thing you know, he's getting pinned. Shock Joe face.
Yeah, yep, I've seen it so many times, bro. I've seen it so many times.
And it's to the point, just like, man, I can't take you serious. And then it's like, okay, I see Shock Joe face, but I'm like, where's the crazy ass killer Joe, Samoa Joe? That's like, you know what? Well, okay, you pinned me, bitch, but I'm gonna choke you out anyway.
Yeah.
Like, where's that? It's getting hard to take Joe serious, and I hate to say that.
Oh man, I hate to hear that because that's the thing. He has inconsistent booking. It's what it feels like with Joe. Definitely huge congratulations to Ricochet, but yeah, man, inconsistent booking for Samoa Joe, who's a star, man. I've always thought that when he speaks, I feel his words, and he can go in the ring. How are you not making this guy work?
Absolutely. I mean, that's I've been saying that about Joe ever since basically he showed up. Yeah. I mean, he started, again, typical WWE, started off hot. And then it's like Vince is like, I'm bored with him.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. He wears the same shorts all the time. I'm done with him.
Yeah. Yep.
And this just, like you said, it's that short-handed booking, that ADD booking that WWE does all the time.
Yep, you're correct. But after the match, before we get to after the match, we have Ricochet who wins. He ends it with a code breaker, which he recently, I guess, got the blessing from Chris Jericho that he could use it.
That he did, and it's cool. Ricochet went the right way.
He did.
Made sure it was cool.
Yep.
And I believe, because I think I heard Jericho acknowledge it on his podcast, and Jericho's like, you may want to change the name of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he seemed cool with it.
Cool. So now we get a little nod to Chris Jericho when we think about Ricochet, and of course he ends it with the fantastic 630 splash. But the bigger happenings was at the end of the match, which they did it right. They did it so right. They did it so right in my eyes after he won the title that I even tweeted to WWE about it, like, hey, you guys did it right. Because when he won the championship, Michael, and then he went backstage and was getting greeted, and then Triple H was there, like, they made it feel important again. I loved it, bro.
Yeah, and I did as well. It was nice to see that because that made it, again, as you said, it made it feel like a big deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, 10 out of 10 as far as that segment goes, because I'm just like, wow, like they made that seem like legit as hell. And now, if they're behind him like that, then hell yeah, let's see what they're going to do with it.
Exactly.
I'm ready for this run.
No doubt.
Because I think it'll be a good one, especially if they're going to kick it off with a feud with AJ Styles.
Oh, exactly. And AJ Styles flanked by the club. And
I love that.
I love it.
That.
It's a good look. I don't think it's too late for them to be doing it. Yes, they waited a long time to finally do it, but hopefully they don't break it up soon and just let it run as it should. But man, when they approached him when he was getting his championship photo shoot, which is fantastic, I freaking love the championship photo shoot. Every time the title changed hands, there should be a championship photo shoot because it needs to feel important. I'm with that. And you have the club come in and taking pictures with them, and he's like, hey, I'm good, man, I'm good. Like, I can take the pictures. And he's just saying, and then AJ comes up and says, hey, I'll see you tomorrow night. And they just walk off, man.
Yeah, and again, the thing that I enjoyed about that, I was like, oh my God, was that a hook? Did you guys just give me a hook to tune into Raw?
Really? Big facts.
Like that's the shit that they need to do. Like, give me a reason to want to tune in. And again, AJ Styles versus Ricochet is a pretty damn good reason. Oh yeah. So again, and then coming out of that segment, I'm like, you know what? I'm down. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. So that was effective.
Yep. I agree, bro. It was well done. Definitely loved how they did it. Made Ricochet look just legit with his first ever championship on the main roster. They did it right. He's gonna wear that United States Championship. It's gonna look good on him. and he's going to be a good champion. I am excited about the title reign for Ricochet. And moving right along, we had another championship match here, but this one was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It was Daniel Bryan and Rowan against Heavy Machinery, man. What did you think of that match?
I absolutely loved this match, and this match made Heavy Machinery, if you ask me.
Oh, that's big to say, man. I agree, but that is big to say because they showed that can go.
Did you not see what that big son of a bitch was doing? What's the not Otis, but the other guy? Oh man,
Tucker?
I didn't remember his name. What is it? Tucker?
Otis and Tucker.
Yeah, okay, Tucker. Yeah, this man was flying around everywhere doing stuff because he's like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big man.
He's massive. And that dude was doing some crazy shit. And, of course, you got Daniel Bryan in the ring to make anybody look good. And, Rowan did really well for himself, too. Which, Rowan's got tag team experience, obviously. Running with Harper. Which, man, where's Harper at?
His contract's extended, bro.
Oh, man, 3 Harpers. Son of a bitch.
Poor guy.
Oh, man, I fucked up, man. Now it probably just got extended again.
Son of a right? A whole another 6 months, man.
Damn it. Anyway, so going back to this match, yes, I absolutely love this match, and it actually made me think. Look at Heavy Machinery as more of a serious tag team.
Yeah.
If they're given time to go, both of those dudes can go. And I got to touch on something. I've been waiting to get to this match because I do believe I put over Corey Graves in previous episodes.
Yes, you have. Yep.
And I kind of said that he is kind of reminiscent of Bobby Heenan.
Yep.
In some ways. And Corey Graves gave yet another prime example, if you ask me, of that fact, if you ask me, as far as that comparison.
Yeah.
He said a line where Corey Graves said a line talking about Otis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Yeah.
Said that Daniel Bryan talk about like the Otis's look, so to speak, and Corey Graves says, "Well, Daniel Bryan is all about saving the planet, and Otis is all about being shaped like it." And then what's the mannequin that they have in the middle, the Michael Cole clone, Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips, yeah.
Again, as I said, my theory. I got the tinfoil hat on. I think they clone like they're cloning announcers, and they just keep on replacing them. They're churning them through. If they can fight Mauro Ranallo in a boss fight, they can level up and they can level up and go on to the big show. But yeah, when Corey Graves said that, dude, I thought that was great. But yeah, then like Tom Phillips was like kind of alluding to Corey Graves is body shaming him a little bit because it's 2019 and everybody gets offended about shit.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves is like, well, I mean, yeah, he's got a great physique and he can go. It's just he's just the same girth everywhere.
Way to cover that up. He's fantastic.
Corey Graves is money, but yes, back to the match. Yeah, the match was fantastic. Like I thought it was a blast. And I was okay with the outcome. I didn't mind the champs retaining.
Yep. The Planet's Champion retained. The Planet's Champions retained. And did you get a chance to see that promo from Daniel Bryan at the kickoff show?
I missed that. No, I did not see it.
Oh, you need to check that out. That was raw. It was good.
Really? What, was he going in on people not recycling and all that shit?
Again? No, he was talking about saving the tag team division.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It was good. It was good shit. Go check that out. It was good shit.
Well, damn. I guess that gives more context to what they actually went out and did because those four dudes lit it the hell up.
Yeah. He was talking about. He was talking about the New Day like being clowns and stuff like that, and represent tag team division and how they're not going to do that. It's time for a change. And yeah, it was just good shit.
He ain't wrong. There was another spot that I thought was awesome that Otis did. Rowan kind of like went off bounced off the ropes and was like running at Otis and like went to do like a cross body on him.
Yeah.
And Otis just caught him.
Oh damn.
I mean, like, didn't even like really move, just like caught him. And I'm just because Roman's not a small guy.
No, absolutely not.
And yeah, and he picked that big son of a bitch up, dude, and just walked around like it was nothing. Like,
Jeez.
again, yeah, I as I said, I walked out a bigger fan of heavy machinery after this, and I hope they give a decent run.
Hopefully, and they've already been the Yolo County Tag Team Champions, so they got a whole lot going for them.
True.
So moving right along to Bayley and Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown's Women's Championship. What'd you think of that, man?
Well, I enjoyed this one too. Again, it was more good stuff. I'm a huge fan of Alexa Bliss. And that girl can do no wrong in my eyes. Bayley, she can obviously go in the ring. And the story on this one, they've actually put a little bit more attention to this one.
Yeah, they put a little context to it. Yeah, they tried to do it, and I appreciate them trying.
For sure. I mean, that's all it takes is effort. I mean, if it don't work, it don't work, but at least try.
Yeah, for sure.
And for God's sakes, be consistent.
Yeah.
But I think Bayley's in need of a character change, man. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, she's kind of bland, isn't she? I love Bayley, I do, but yeah, it just seems like she needs something. Like she's not connecting to me.
Yeah, like I want to see a little bit more edge with her, man. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not quite sure how I feel about this relationship with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I kind of feel like I already know where it's going. She's probably eventually going to start treating Nikki like shit, and then that's going to make Nikki go crazy. I don't know. They do that. That could be cool.
I was going to say, you just put it out like that, and I was like, okay, you're kind of talking me into this a little bit.
I'm like, no, wait a minute, yeah. Because
what if we see old Nikki come back?
Oh, you know what? That could be cool because it's like Nikki kind of got humanized a little bit and trusted Alexa, and they can even play the real shit where she's like she got married and all this shit, and then all of a sudden Alexa starts treating her bad, and
it starts stressing her, making her go crazy.
Right, and then Alexa just starts treating her like shit.
That could be good shit, actually.
Yeah, that could actually be cool.
Huh. I like that. If anybody from WWE is listening to that, take that idea. I don't even care because that's really good for my man Hutch here. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I was kind of talking myself into that because I was like, I don't think we already know where it's going. And I'm like, well, we kind of wouldn't mind to see it going that way. I think that
big facts.
But yeah. Anyway, back to the match itself. Yeah, the match itself was great.
Yeah,
I had no complaints about it whatsoever. I thought both women killed it.
Yep, I thought they did a good job. Of course, Nikki Cross kind of interferes, and it ends up with Bayley retaining. But yeah, decent match, and definitely want to see where this Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss thing goes. You just brought out something that I think I might want to see. So who knows? Maybe we can get Alexa, who's great on the mic, and I think works well with a lot of different people. Maybe she can help. Maybe she can help Nikki become a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. And we know our boy Jimmy Trunks out there is going to be thrilled with anything that Alexa does.
Absolutely.
As long as Alexa's doing good things, then he's going to be satisfied.
He's going to sit there. He's going to eat cheese. He's going to be happy.
Yeah, exactly. But speaking of Alexa, I still want to check out that new, what was that, the 365 or whatever that is, that special they had with Alexa Bliss on the network, because that looks like that was going to be really good.
Oh yeah, I always hear those are pretty good, but it just depends on who you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those, like, do you want to hear their story kind of thing.
So you don't watch unless you like everybody, you don't watch every single one, you know?
Right, and I will say, I feel like even if there is a talent that you could say that you don't like or whatever, you still may want to give it a shot, because if anything, it's put together really, really well, and you may walk out of it a fan of them a little bit more, you know?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Something to think about out there, all you shithead Shanes, don't want to open your minds a little bit.
Facts, man, facts. But you know what? We're going to move on to a match here that, I wasn't that big of a fan of, and that was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Let me put some context on that. I'm not saying the match was bad, not by any means necessary. I'm just saying that I feel like I've seen Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre a million times, which made this my bathroom break match.
Yeah, the match itself, I mean, as I was watching it, it's the one I think I could say stood out the least
Yeah.
to me, and that's a shame because, again, the work that was done and everything was well done.
Yeah.
And I'll even say they even gave another hook. Following that, they had the backstage thing where Drew and Shane, after getting ran off or whatever the hell happened.
Yeah. And he cuts that promo.
Yeah, he cut that little promo, and
That was good
another funny anecdote. I'm not sure what it was about, but I think I kind of took it as if like Renee can't take Shane McMahon seriously because if you go back and watch it, after Shane cuts that promo where he grabs the camera and like starts talking shit about you're gonna get both of us tomorrow night on Raw, rah rah rah, and he throws the camera down or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It pans back to the commentary booth and Renee Young's smiling and laughing and shit.
Oh no.
And she looks down, and you only see it for just a second. I could be wrong, like I said, I only saw it once, but it looked noticeable. And then she looked down for a second, then she looked up and was being serious.
Oh, wow.
So, because I thought the promo was funny, because I'm like, I can't take Shane McMahon seriously trying to be a fucking hard ass like that.
I get it. I feel what you're saying. I just like how the promo was done. I totally get what you guys are saying as far as you can't take him seriously as a badass, but maybe they should have let Drew cut the promo because it would have been better that way.
Yes, because Drew can sound like a badass, but I will say, I mean, even though I'm talking about I can't take Shane McMahon seriously, I love that they did the promo itself because, again, it gave a hook to Raw.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
Gave we're going to do this tomorrow night. So then that's two things right there. That was just like, hey, you're watching this show, tune in tomorrow night to see what we do with this.
Yeah.
So that's what they need to do. So I would say that was a win.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. The match between Roman and McIntyre itself, like I said, didn't really pay too much attention to it. Just being honest, that's what we do here at In Your House. We're not going to sit up here and bullshit you. I didn't really sit up there and watch the match, and that's just because I didn't feel compelled to because I've seen the match so many times. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't sit there and watch it. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's it right there. I mean, it was the one that I could say that I was the least invested in because I kind of knew what was going to happen. Yeah. And I did hear something that kind of worried me a little bit. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but I'm thinking, oh wow, has it been long enough? Is it okay to start booing Roman Reigns again? Ooh. Because like I heard some boos out there when Roman Reigns was getting in his comebacks,
Yeah. Yep.
So, and I think even when he won too, like he just like multiple spots in the match and shit. Like it wasn't overwhelming,
right?
But it was there.
Oh, how quickly some people change their minds.
And that's exactly what I thought. But again, this kind of plays into it's not his fault. They're going right back into that same formula with Roman Reigns, and they're good, and it's going to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like even though the thing with Roman Reigns is that his character always seems like he has to be fighting for something. So if he's, in meaningless matches, like it takes away from his character because he's supposed to be the big dog and protect the yard, and if he's just having meaningless matches, like it takes away from his character, I think.
Yeah, for sure, and maybe they need to consider using him a little bit less.
Yeah, maybe. I agree.
Less is more. Make it mean more when look, it's the big dog. The big dog shows up every damn week. Yeah, and I know that he puts it, and that's a good thing. Even that you got your contrast like your Brock Lesnar, who don't show up very often at all,
right?
Except for
recently,
except for recently. But yeah, man, I just really hope they don't fall into that same formula because they're going to turn on it.
Yeah, yep, they're going to do it, and it's not going to matter. You know what I mean? He had, he's been back not even a full year, not even 6 months, and people are already like, all right, I'm all right. Is it cool? Is it okay to boo him yet? Is it okay to boo him again? Like, dude, like, understand that he's in the same situation that a lot of your indie darling favorites are in. He's not being booked to his strengths right now. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Hell, put him with his family. Put him with the Usos, man.
There you go.
Let's get this Samoan clique going. Why is that not a thing? Like,
I don't know.
Because you pick, like, here you go right now. I just thought of this. Pair up Roman Reigns with the Usos.
Yep.
You already got AJ in the Bullet Club.
Yep.
There you go.
Got a click war right there.
There you go.
I like it.
You got yourself at least a good 2-3 show run with those two squads right there.
Shoot, this is gonna have to be we're not gonna talk about it this time, but we're gonna have to throw a episode out there for the household about if they did that with because they've teased, like, WWE's teased like a stable between Roman Reigns and the Usos. I guess they call it the Bloodline, and then the Club, and then you have the New Day, and maybe even add a few more 3-man teams in the mix with such a massive roster. Why don't they get a trios championship? You know what I mean?
Oh God, they don't need another title, bro.
I know they don't, but with so many people, you know what I mean? So many people, it gives them something to do.
Yeah, I mean, because it would make more sense. You know, they like to do those multi-man tag matches anyway.
Exactly. Give them some meaning if you're going to do those things.
Yeah, you know what? Now I think about it, that probably wouldn't hurt, because that would cover that base.
Yeah.
You'd be able to get more people on.
Yep.
And if you gave, and plus everybody loves a good squad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. I think trios championships are coming into style, and they're getting hipper and hipper, man. I mean, you see Ring of Honor do it, and New Japan does it. You know, I'm not sure if AEW is going to do it, but I imagine that if it heats up even more, they would. You know what I mean? Because they've shown so far they're really good at listening to the crowd. So who knows? But we'll talk about that on a different episode.
Yeah, but I will say I think you already answered why.
Yeah, well,
you said New Japan did it and all these other places did it. Vince McMahon didn't do it, so that's why Vince McMahon's not going to do it.
Well, that's also another excellent point. Can't lie about that. But,
yeah, pal.
Yeah,
good
pal.
shit, pal.
Good shit, pal. Good shit, pal. But I will tell you this, man. That WWE Championship title match in the cage, that was good shit, pal.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. That match was one that had a great build, and I expected nothing less.
Yeah.
I expected nothing less. There was great spots throughout, you know, and it was just a well-worked cage match.
Yeah.
They hit all the points that they needed to in it. And then again, that ending, the Ralph Wiggum flying through the window with Kofi flying out the door.
The second rope, I loved that. I don't think I've seen that.
No, I can't say I have, and that just goes to show that they're doing Kofi pretty well as champ. Other than
they are.
Still letting him do this, or still having him do this pancake bullshit, but unless that's what he wants to do, if that's what he's cool with, then so be it. But because I can't speak on that, I just personally can't. It's hard to take that serious, but once that bell dings, man, Kofi can go.
And he's been winning consistently.
Yes, absolutely. And they've been booking him as a pretty strong champion.
Oh, yeah.
And it was, and Dolph is always great. Yep. Dolph's always awesome. And it's just a shame. It's a shame that Dolph never really got his fair shake.
I don't think he wants it anymore, bro.
Oh no, he's there getting that money.
He's just there getting the money, man. Like, he'll do, like, he came out, like, well, we hadn't seen Dolph Ziggler for a while before he came out to do this storyline with Kofi, you know, and then he just comes when he feels like coming and does a story, and he doesn't care if he's putting people over or anything like that. He just knows that he's legit enough to when he comes out, people are thinking, okay, there's a chance that he could win. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely agree with that. And I think after this, he may disappear again.
Who knows? Who knows? And he does what he wants to do. That's he's got to pretty, I mean, rock solid. I think he's got a rock solid deal with WWE. I mean, when you're in positions like that or whatever, where you're making all the money that you want to make, and pretty much picking and choosing what you want to do and stuff like that, that's when you don't even entertain really going anywhere else, when you're getting treated that well. And not in, I think we both know for a fact, not for a fact, but we both know on good authority that not everybody in the WWE gets treated fairly.
Very true. But I think this is a unique case to where Vince doesn't want someone the likes of a Dolph Ziggler, with what Dolph Ziggler can do, the way that dude can go and he can talk. They don't want him going to AEW. So Vince is going to lock him down. Oh,
yeah, he's going to lock him down. He's going to lock him down because look what happened with Moxley. He went from like as far as popularity goes, like a C+ to an A just by signing with AEW because it gave him a fresh new look. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and he had that grade as soon as he put out that little mini promo thing.
Oh yeah.
But once he made his debut, oh shit, it's on. And then you got him going to New Japan and killing it there, and walking out of that match heavier and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they definitely didn't want to lose Dolph in WWE.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And they, like you said, they don't want to lose him. He's too big of a player. He connects really well to where when he comes and plays heel, I feel him. You know what I mean? I feel him, and he connects really well, negatively or positively with the crowd. But moving on to the last match here, somebody that doesn't connect with me well, and I don't think he connects with you and a lot of other people. It's Baron Corbin, and he was in a championship match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, man. The crowd did not pull any punches with their thoughts.
No, they sure did.
With this one, and it's man, I don't know what. There's just quite a few things missing with Baron Corbin. Like, there's times where I'm like, and again, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm like, he gets a great negative reaction.
Yeah.
But is it the right kind of negative reaction?
Yeah.
And I can't call that. I don't know. And if any talents out there who's been on that other side wants to correct me on that as far as the types of boo, because I feel like there's different types of getting booed.
Yeah.
It's like, boo, we don't like what you're doing. We don't like your character. You're doing bad things, and I'm booing you for them, as opposed to just, boo, I don't want to see you at all. I don't want, I don't want to see a match. I don't want to see a promo. I don't want to see anything of you at all. And that's the bad kind, I think.
Yeah, go away, Heat.
There you go. Exactly. So I kind of think Baron Corbin has that to a certain. I think it kind of depends on what town he's in.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes I hear him get reactions. I'm like, damn, he's doing great. Because there was like I forget what town it was, but every time he'd go to talk, the crowd would boo him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, that's a great heel reaction. He's a heel. He's getting the reaction he should be getting.
Yeah.
But then last night was different. But
they just wanted him to go away, bro.
Yeah, they were just done. They had a weird channel. Like, they want reimbursements.
Yeah.
Like, how'd y'all get that in? Like, bravo, Tacoma.
Right.
How'd y'all get that in?
That's crazy. But you know what though? I don't think the match itself was really all that bad.
I don't either, and that's why I touched on earlier. I'm like, whatever, you say what you want about Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin held up his end.
Yeah,
in that match, and again, you got Seth Rollins, who can as another talent that can go with anybody.
Oh yeah,
and Lacey Evans is the ref. I thought that
she was the MVP of that match in my eyes.
She was great, and the way Seth Rollins was looking at her shirt at the beginning of the match, I thought was funny.
Oh man!
And you got Lacey out there just owning it yet again.
Yeah,
just doing great. Again, like I said, that girl can really do no wrong, pretty much.
Oh man,
she's almost to that point.
She played that heel ref so well.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And I think this is going to lead to because all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere, WWE's like, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are together.
Yep.
And then, and speaking of that, I got to give it to Lacey. I'm not sure if you saw this tweet that she put out, but she was like, kind of alluded to the low blow that she gave Rollins.
Oh boy,
she understands why Becky calls herself the man. She kind of has to, because Seth Rollins was there. She felt like there, or she thought there was going to be a little bit more to that nut shot.
Oh.
And hashtag you nasty, because Lacey don't put up with the nasties.
She don't put up with those nasties.
No, she does not put up with those nasties. But yeah, I was just like, damn it. See, and I'm like, where's this dialogue on TV? Like you guys could do this on social media where anybody can follow you, but you don't want to have this dialogue on television? That's a fucking promo.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yep. But yeah, back to the main event. I thought the main event itself was good.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a rematch again. So yeah.
I hope they're done.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that's it. I'm not sure who Rollins can move along to, but I guess we may find out tonight. But I think Baron Corbin needs to go somewhere, and they need to repackage that dude.
That badly. He needs a repackaging. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, new look. Maybe even try. I'm not even trying to say like this is disrespectful to him. Just maybe try something different. Throw some kind of wicked looking mask on him or something, and get him a new outfit. And let him keep his theme, or get like a darker, more ominous version of it or something. But like, revamp this guy. Give him a mouthpiece, because what they're doing with him right now, it ain't working for me, man.
Nope. Absolutely not. He's still riding that authoritative gimmick. Dude, he hasn't been the general manager in months and months and months.
No. He's still rocking the vest, and it's like, what? I like you were like in just in case if Abercrombie and Fitch happened to open up a third shift, like his has to be working there. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like it either. All in all, it was a decent pay-per-view. Of course, we know Seth Rollins retains with the assistance from his girlfriend Becky Lynch, and they closed the show. And all in all, I thought it was a pretty good show, man.
I did, and they did the thing here. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are together, and I think they may end up doing some sort of mixed tag team match with Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, maybe.
Yeah, yep, I could see that definitely happening down the line. One thing that was missing from the show for me was a 24/7 title segment. Not even one. I mean, not even one. Nothing.
I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure we'll see something with it tonight.
Oh yeah.
But looking back at the show, I'm not really sure there was a spot for it. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure why they could have got that in. But yeah, I'm with that. I mean, because it's something I thought about. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for it too. It's the hottest title in the whole Fed right now, bro.
Well, and that goes to show you where WWE just kind of does her shit. The hottest damn thing going on right now. You don't see anything about it.
Right? Yeah. Come on, man. You got to do better than that, because we've ripped that title design, and now we've ripped it so much, and I like the segment so much that it's like, you know what? I'm okay with the title. I'm over complaining about it because it's not supposed to be taken seriously.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of you almost could basically say it's a parody title.
Yeah.
And looking at it like that, who gives a shit how it looks? It's a parody title.
Exactly.
So, and yeah, I mean, come on, you had a pinfall that happened at a wedding, for crying out loud.
Which was awesome.
So, but yeah, I'm with that. Looking back, they could have thrown on at least like a minute or so segment of
a little small promo. Segment. Yeah, something like that. Who knows? But all in all, it was a pretty good show, and definitely a step in the right direction for WWE. And this proves that, if anything, this proves that if WWE does things the right way, we at In Your House will talk about it, and we'll Not that they need it from us. They're the WWE. They're the biggest Fed in the entire world. But we'll give them the good rub if they do something right. You know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. As I said, I try to do my best to be as absolutely unbiased as I can. And I watch WWE every single week. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like eyes glued to the TV every week because they don't give me a reason to every single week. But I watch every week, Monday and Tuesday. Or then I'm sure when they move to Friday, I'll watch their Friday SmackDown. I watch their pay-per-views, network specials, or whatever you call them now, every time. Yeah. So I it's not that I talk shit and be negative without watching it. I do watch it. Yeah. And if they do good stuff, I'm going to commend them for it. I did with the Bray Wyatt stuff, which I think he's going to show up on Raw tonight, which I'm not sure when they're going to be hearing this. It'll probably be tomorrow?
It'll be in the morning. Episode? Yep. It'll be 6 a.m. Tuesday morning.
Fair enough. So I guess they'll know if I'm right. I'm predicting, I'll say it now, I think Bray Wyatt's going to show up in ring tonight. And I hope he does. I think it's time. I'm not sure what else they could do with that. Right. But yes, there's something that I thought has been fantastic. Short of that 1 week where they missed, which check out our video show where I talk about that, do a big conspiracy theory thing.
Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah, I will commend the WWE when they do good shit. Absolutely. And again, this was a good pay-per-view.
It was a good pay-per-view, and this was a good episode, man. So you already know what time it is, man. Plug away.
Yes, sir. It's my sleepy time. So, but yeah, I will go ahead and plug the Twitter real quick. You can catch me at Hutch IYH, and I do believe I got a new follower. Nice. I believe Dave Dynasty. I do believe it. I believe it is.
Oh, awesome.
I'll have to look on that. Actually, yeah, let me pull it up real quick because I said if somebody followed me, I would give them a shout out on
Absolutely. Hopefully it is our good friend, Big Dave Dynasty.
So let me go ahead and pull that up here. Yeah, Dave Dynasty. So if you want to go ahead and give him a follow, you can follow him at the Dave Dynasty.
Yes, does a great podcast.
And you know what? I'll throw this out there as well because I got another follower. We name dropped him on the show. He's our connoisseur of cheese, the Jimmy Trunks.
Yes.
If you happen to want to follow the Jimmy Trunks, you can catch him at the JT Trunks 02 on the Twitter. So there we go. Got a couple shout outs there. So yeah, appreciate the follow, Dave, Jimmy, love you guys. But yeah, you guys can catch me on the Twitter at Hutch IYH, and appreciate you guys tuning in. It's great to be back on here. I'm going to go to sleep. Obviously, I'm rambling right now. So I need to take my ass to bed. So you know the drill, though. Regardless of what side you're on, what brand you listen to, what brand you watch, listen to, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're about, we are one. You guys take care. Appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
We are one. As Hutch always say, it is one of the great slogans of this show. And yeah, guys, this was a great episode. We dropped episode 2 of the In Your House show. Go check that out. We dropped some huge news concerning OWE. Guys, let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Hey, check us out. October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Guys, we are the official podcast of the entire event. If you guys can't be there, which we really want you to be there, check it out on Fight TV with your boy Khan on commentary with Jason Say. What are you doing? Go buy a freaking shirt. www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Go and get it. Get to this work. Guys, I tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because the household, we going strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.